the rumors come out that Kamille is frustrated in AEW already. So what happened was they basically made her look stupid. They made her look stupid on TV. Kamille lost her only match, I believe, right? Or whatever the happened. She just was made to look like a joke. The feud's done. All of a sudden, she's off TV. And Monet is just rocking solo. You know, she's riding by herself. We head over to Ringside News. And let's see what Kamille has to say. She says that I still feel like the AEW world hasn't even seen a glimmer of what I have to offer. Even being able to talk and show some personality, which we don't even need you to do, Kamille. But yeah, you're right. I'm really excited for AEW fans to get to know me a little better. It's about introducing that side of me to the fans. If someone says, oh, there's no personality, I mean, to be honest, I'd agree with them up to this point because I haven't really gotten the chance to show it. So I'm just really excited for everyone to see that I'm more than just standing there making faces, which is good for you. However, you're not going to get a chance to show that or show it properly in AEW, right? Yeah. So, I guess you could say she blames AEW, but it's true, right? She's only as good as the creative and the opportunity she's given as well. I get it. Yes, Stone Cold was but it's not like, you know, Dave Meltzer likes to claim Tony Khan would have scooped up The Rock. And then you listen to Cornette, and Cornette's like, bro, Patterson basically convinced The Rock. Like, if it wasn't for the WWF, there would have never even been a Dwayne Johnson. So what do you mean pursuing him aggressively? Like, we have to hear all this dumb. So it is on them. And Camille's right, but then we see the sickos, man. They turn on her. So this Society Review says, did AEW really take Kamille off of television because she's against Smortion? LOL, that company deserves to die. So is Kamille against Smortion? Hey, if she is, who gives a shit? If she isn't, who gives a shit? You know? And then this girl goes, this is the same company that allows a man to fight with the women's division and call himself a woman. So, I mean, we know who she's talking about, but like, damn, throwing strays, like, holy or people are catching strays, and has sold Punk and Cody shirts with trans gay imagery. And then not a shock they'd cut Camille's time for not being a leftist. Same with Jack Swagger. Bro, y'all take this political way too seriously. I didn't even know that about any of these people. Kenny, and then they go, Kenny Omega thinks trans kids are a thing too. I don't give what anyone thinks about any of this, especially when it comes to graps. I think if anything, Tony doesn't care about any of that. Also, the Bucks are conservative dudes. The Khans donate to Trump and all that. So I just don't think it's that. I think what it is, when people speak out about creative or show disinterest or say, hey, let me do this, and you're not in the inner circle, I think Tony goes, don't overstep your boundary now. And I think Camille's someone who's not going to sit there and not vocalize when she doesn't feel she's being used properly, or might say, hey, what about this? And if Tony doesn't like the suggestion, or it's someone who he doesn't like the way you suggest things, I think he just writes you off, and literally and figuratively, like in his mind and on television, because she's all of a sudden not with Monet, and we'll probably never see anything of that again. Kamille will just get warehoused. She'll join. My prediction is she'll join Deonna Purrazzo and Taya Valkyrie's faction as their heater next, or something like that. Like just something meaningless. And then, of course, the sickos, they turn on and they eat their own, as they always do. And yeah, you better shape up, because you'll lose, Kamille. Anyways, back to some real women's graps over here. No, I love Kamille. She's a tremendous women's wrestler, but yeah, she cannot be utilized any better than Tony's able to utilize her, because he's limited in his creativity and what he's able to actually do. Hangman had this to say on Blue Sky about Logan Paul. He's like, I hope the next person they give half my moveset to is at least kind of cool. It's like, Hangman, you're not kind of cool, but at least he's over. At least Logan Paul is actually over. And then Drainmaker, who is having a meltdown. Oh, I'm so tired of all the hate. LMFAO shots fired. But if someone took a shot, he'd be like, man, child, can't get over. So funny. Drain Bamager is like TK's burner. People speculate someone in AEW's burner. There is said to be multiple TV stations and talks regarding a potential Ring of Honor weekly show. I quote tweeted this and said, don't believe Dave with anything. I don't know why that got a yeet, but yeah, just don't believe him. This is what they said last time. Jericho's getting the title so that they can get a TV deal. And they said this. Now, if it happens, cool. But they said that the last time. And why would anyone pick this up when Rampage is getting canceled? But here's a clip of Tony Khan in the arena. This is 3 minutes and 30 seconds of Tony Khan cringe.
Before. Who's in your first ever Galaxy Con? How many of you have been to AEW before tonight? Who here was in AEW for the first time ever tonight? Okay, well, whether it was your first time, hey, it was their first time right there, my first show. Thanks for coming. Whether it was your first time or whether you've been here many times before, you were a great crowd for AEW. You were on in over 150 countries all over the world for AEW Collision. And now, to finish up the night, we got some of the great stars, some of the great women and men from ROH in the back. Some of the most popular wrestlers around are about to come out and wrestle. And we have a great main event where the winner will be going to the Tokyo Dome to compete at Wrestle Dynasty.
The Tokyo Dome, the crowd's like, who gives it? He doesn't get it. People don't care about that.
So it's going to be a great night of ROH action where it looks like we're pretty much almost ready to get started. Before we get started with ROH, I wanted to give it up, first of all, to all of you. Thank you for being here tonight. You're amazing. You are great.
Wipe the cocaine off your nose.
In the back and in the ring right now.
Or did someone just yell, wipe the cocaine from your nose? That is crazy.
Now let's give it up to the crew. You're great sports fans here in Columbus. This is the king. This is the man to give it up to right here.
Why the f is he dressed like that? Oh my God.
Give it up to this man. Right out of Gladiator. And
Right Out of Gladiator. That's my second favorite movie. Well, actually third, next to Time Cop 2.
ladies and gentlemen, this is the only sport where there's no off season. It's 52 weeks a year. We do this year round. There's no break, no off season. It would not be possible without these women and men. Let's give it up to the crew. That is awesome.
More people chanted that than Ichi ni Sanda.
It looks like they are pretty much ready to get back to going with the wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate you being here. You were here for the Continental Classic matches tonight. That tournament is going fast and furious. It continues.
Fast and Furious, another great film, possibly my fifth favorite film behind. What was it, George?
Time Cop.
Time Cop,
Gladiator.
Time Cop 2, and Gladiator. And Gladiator 2 is great, but I actually didn't see it yet. I was sent to screener, but I haven't actually gotten around to it yet. It's great. But when I do get around to it, it will sit somewhere between Time Cop and Time Cop 2, and then Fast and Furious.
And the semifinals and finals will be December 28th at World's End. I hope you can all join us either in Orlando or on pay-per-view for that show.
It's just that no one can retain, like, what he's just doing an ad read, basically, and no one can retain all this.
I know. What do they do? Tell them to go out there and kill 15 minutes of BS?
Yeah, have a hot girl go out there and bazooka t-shirts in the crowd, and then play a promo package, and then have someone who can cut a promo come out here and maybe film a vignette or give the house a little. Like, he has no clue. I'm just gonna babble. It's great. I'm just gonna talk until it's time to go. What else do I got? Someone give me a soda water, please.
We're also heading to the Hammerstein Ballroom coming up in a few weeks. Bobby, you've been to the Hammerstein Ballroom before.
I love the Hammerstein Ballroom, and since, I'm not just saying that because he's here, people close to me will attest to this. Since Tony Khan saved the Ring of Honor, saved my job for one, and has built Ring of Honor to what it is, I have said I cannot wait for a Tony Khan.
He built it to what it is. So he built Ring of Honor to below what it used to be. So he bought it for more than it was actually worth, and then built it to be less than what it was before he bought it. I don't understand that at all, Bobby.
Khan owned ROH in the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Bobby, how many years have you worked at ROH?
20 years and 1 month.
20 years and 1 month. What a great place to spend that 20 years and 1 month anniversary right here in Columbus, Ohio. Very good. Bobby, let's get it going.
All right, we are ready to go with Ring of Honor action with Stefan Smith as your referee.
All right, man. Well, good for ROH. Good for those dudes. The Outrunners estimated to be AEW's top merch sellers, speaking of selling, amongst talents for November 2024. Again. So, yeah, you can vote them. They are nominated because of the merch sales. And they are nominated. I nominated them as one of the 4 nominees for AEW Tag Team of the Year. And that was AEW hot news. Let's make fun of Dave Meltzer, I think is what's